Okay, so it is a lovely Monday. The sun is sort of shining. It's very snowy outside here in Colorado, but the sun is up, the sky is aglow, and there is news that yet another delay is hitting Assassin's Creed, Mirage, and a bunch of other Ubisoft titles because we, of course, can't have anything nice. I know some people are like, oh my God, Luke, calm down. Stop talking about this so much. But honestly, at this point, it's just become like the lol cow of the gaming community. Like Ubisoft is the Chris Chan of gaming publishers and developers, and you just can't help but find it thoroughly entertaining for no clear reason. So we're gonna dig into this right now. As you can see, I am here live on stream, hanging out with all of these wonderful people talking about this. This is because I didn't expect to be talking about this today. I actually had another video planned that I was going to publish, but now I, for various reasons, had to delay that video, and then this news dropped right as we went live. So let's talk about this. If you'd like to join me over on stream, links in the description and comment section. Blah, 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 link tree, you know the drill. Now, this news is coming from Inside Gaming. These people have had a pretty good track record recently in terms of reporting actual leaks in the gaming industry. We've had a couple of their writers actually come out onto stream and talk with us in chat, which was super cool. So these guys are usually really, really on top of it, and they've been on it recently with game leaks and stuff. I haven't read this yet. The news just dropped, but because we are going to try to be responsible YouTube journalists, we're going to actually read the article ourselves. So what they've said is that on Twitter, a data miner has stepped out with a claim that Assassin's Creed Mirage and the Crew Project Orlando is likely to be delayed and pushed back to 2024. As you guys know, this was originally supposed to be out early this year, and then it was seemingly internally delayed again. And now we're at a point where the game has been announced since September, I believe it was, and they've been selling a collector's edition since just after that, and we still haven't even seen gameplay. We still don't really know what this game even is, but nonetheless, I digress. They go on to say there was also a mention in the tweet that Assassin's Creed Mirage, which is expected to be a return to form for the franchise, runs on an old Assassin's Creed engine, whatever that means. Insider gaming sources understand that Assassin's Creed Mirage gameplay will be revealed at this year's E3 event, but it's not known to what depth it will be revealed, especially if the alleged delay is a lengthy one. So on Twitter, user ScriptLeaksR6 stated that both Mirage and Crew 3, known as Project Orlando, are likely delayed. This comes as a relatively huge blow to the Assassin's Creed community, especially as Mirage is penned to be a return to the traditional formula that fans have been longing for quite some time. Maybe, maybe not. We've done videos. I went through my my conspiracy theory with regards to this game. I would not be shocked at all if it ends up being kind of a dumpster fire. It already kind of seems like it's shaping up to be a dumpster fire, but I would love to be surprised. It's no big secret that Ubisoft has been dealing with its fair share of issues, though. In recent months, the firm has postponed Skull and Bones yet again and canceled several projects in the wake of financial difficulties. In December, we reported that AC Mirage would be landing in August of 2023, but it seems now that the suspected window will come and go without this eagerly anticipated AC game dropping. Regarding the comment about the game running on an old engine, there's not really any depth to it, as originally Mirage was supposed to be a DLC for AC Valhalla, so that more or less adds up. In the words of ScriptLeaksR6, Mirage runs on an engine from 2019. Insider Gaming has reached out to sources and asked Ubisoft for comment on the alleged delay. But as of right now, there is no confirmation from Ubisoft that it is delayed, or even confirmation from other sources that this is accurate. If we look at the individual on Twitter that's causing these leaks to drop, I will be honest, I don't really recognize this person. I have no idea who they are or what their track record is. They are followed by our friend of the channel, Joraptor, so I don't know if that's like an implicit endorsement or anything. Probably not. It's probably that he's just keeping an eye on him. But you can see this is the tweet in question. Mirage and Orlando likely delayed. Mirage still runs on old Assassin's Creed engine. Repost because made a mistake. Avatar Frontiers of Pandora seems like it's remaining on Snowdrop. More info to be revealed at Ubisoft Forward. And then the rest of his Twitter account is like random stuff that he's posted that does look data mined and legitimate. Like this, I don't think this is fake. This looks very real. All this other stuff he's pulled seems real, but I will be real with you. I don't know if I would believe much of this. Because here's the thing. You can data mine pictures. You can data mine all this stuff that is definitely pulled from the game files. That's true. You can pull this. What a wonderful outfit. But that doesn't necessarily mean that everything you post is accurate. Just because somebody leaks 5 correct things doesn't mean the 6th thing is actually based in fact or reality whatsoever, especially when it's an unnamed anonymous Twitter account. Now, I do think he's able to pull stuff. It does look like he's actually getting gameplay footage and clips that people aren't seeing. Like this clip from Avatar Frontiers of Pandora looks legitimate. I think this looks real. And you can see that, I mean, people are saying it looks like Titanfall. It looks like a reskin Far Cry game. I mean, that doesn't really surprise anybody, but it does look like he actually has access to some of this stuff. I don't know how he would then also get access to release date information, but who knows? He's saying he was able to data mine something. I don't know. As far as I'm aware, a lot of these pictures he's posting are specific to his channel. So I don't think that he's just making all of this up. It seems like he has access to some information, but I would not look at this post and be like, okay, yep, the game's delayed for sure. In the comment section, he gets even more specific, saying in reply to Deeps here that the game is being delayed to Q4 of 2023 to Q2 of 24. That's a pretty hefty delay. I mean, I just don't really know. Red and Hexe will be on Snowdrop next gen. Joel Raptor actually replies they will likely remain on Anvil Engine like every AC title, but it will of course be upgraded for next gen only. The mobile game's running using Unreal Engine 4. It's really tough to know whether or not we should take this with any sort of serious credulity. Jor Raptor did reply in a tweet, not a lot of surprises here if it's true. Mirage is based on Valhalla's framework, but they toned down a lot of the RPG elements and focus more on stealth. As I said many times before, Mirage in October, November makes way more sense than the rumored August date. We will see. And maybe this is all it is. Maybe all he's saying is that, the game's not coming out in August. They're pushing it to the winter because they think it'll sell better. That might be it. I mean, we could easily take this and be like, oh my God, everything's falling apart. It's terrible. Everything's miserable because they're delaying it. The game can't get itself together. It's falling apart. It's buggy. It's glitchy, whatever. But it could very well just be that Ubisoft is like, August is a weird time to release a video game, especially one we put a lot of money into. So instead, let's just delay it and release it in the winter for Christmas. And that's all this is. As Joraptor went on to say, I would be shocked if Mirage launches in early 24, although 2.5 years of dev time was always super ambitious. Still think they will do everything to have it launch this year. Having Mirage early 24 and Red at the end of the same year is not ideal. And I would agree with that. And honestly, all told, I think like whether or not this is in fact delayed to like just November, December of this year, or if it's delayed to next year or something, I think the fact that it's believable really tells you a lot. Like, as I've said before, perception often is more important than reality. Like, even if the truth is much more mellow and tame, if the public thinks that this other thing is true, that's what you have to deal with. Whether or not it's actually true doesn't really matter in the sphere of public influence and concern. And in this case, the fact that people are so ready to believe that it's been delayed till next year, that it's just another, major issue with this game, I think reflects a severe lack of confidence, for one, in Ubisoft as a whole, and two, in Assassin's Creed as a franchise, which is just really kind of a bummer, because I would love this game to be awesome. I would love for this to be the return to form we're all hoping for. I would love for it to be amazing. Probably not going to be, but I can dream, I can hope, I can wish. But honestly, that's kind of all there is to this. There's not much else to say. The data miner, who seems to have a track record of at least getting some data before, is saying that this is delayed probably just into the winter, which I find very, very reasonable. I don't even consider that to be like a leak. I consider that to just be reasonable inference from everything else we know. But I think the broader message of this leak dropping today is just how ready we all are to believe that there's yet another road bump in the Assassin's Creed Mirage road. And I think that's the lesson, is that this game really exemplifies a lot of concerns people have for the franchise and for the company as a whole. And Ubisoft is seemingly not doing anything to fix or quell those concerns, which is a big bummer. But I mean, to be honest, I don't really know what they could do, because at this point, it's just It's just a little bit of a train wreck, but who knows? Maybe they'll surprise us at E3. Maybe they'll show some stuff that's really, really amazing. I don't know. But at this point, it looks like we're just going to have to wait until the middle of June to find out more about Assassin's Creed Mirage, about Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, and all of the other games that they're working on. We're just going to have to wait and see. Okay, everybody, we just finished filming that video 2 hours ago, and then this news just dropped from Video Games Chronicle that changes a little bit of what we just talked about. I swear, today is just an insane day for random Ubisoft news, apparently. So I want to touch on this. Again, if you were in the stream with us, you could see this live. You could be part of this journey live. It would be wonderful, but you're not over here in the stream, so we miss you. Come join us. Again, links in the link tree. What they just revealed, Ubisoft has pulled out of E3 2023. They committed to attend a month ago. Apparently they changed their mind and now they are not going. What they said was that they've decided to, quote, move in a different direction. And instead they will be holding their own Ubisoft Forward event live June 12th in Los Angeles. What they said was, while we initially intended to have an official E3 presence, we made the subsequent decision to move in a different direction and will be holding a Ubisoft Forward live event on June 12th in LA. We look forward to sharing more details with our players very soon. The E3 organizers, ReedPop, did not respond. And, this is yet another blow to E3 because E3's just steadily been losing people who are going to go time and time again over the last few years. I went in 2019 and it was super fun. And that was the last year because, of course, COVID hit. And then ever since then, everybody's been pulling out and skipping it. Nintendo's pulled out. Xbox has pulled out. Sony hasn't been I think since 2018. They weren't there in 2019. So it is what it is, Tubes. It is what it is. I don't know what the deal is. It's kind of a bummer, but this doesn't really affect what we were talking about. They're still probably going to show Mirage at that LA event that they hold themselves. And honestly, it's probably just a reflection of them trying to get tighter with their budgets because it costs millions of dollars for these companies to go and officially sponsor E3 and attend. So they probably were like, we'll just do our own thing, save some money and do it that way. And I can't really blame them, though. It does make going to E3 much less appealing as far as I'm concerned. But just a little last minute tidbit update for all of you before we post this video.
But I'm not done yet.
Okay, once again, this is the video that never finishes because things keep getting updated. This is what we get for trying to make a video on the fly. Basically, there was just a tweet that went out by Tom Henderson, who is the guy that owns and runs Inside Gaming, and he's done a little bit of following up on this whole situation, everything that's going down with Assassin's Creed Mirage and everything that's dropping today. So again, yet another update before the update has officially been posted. Basically what he said is that he has spoken with multiple people and Assassin's Creed Mirage is still targeting an end of August deadline, and Motorfest is still targeted for September. So I'm inclined to believe that the rumor is a well-educated guess based on Ubisoft's history of delays. Mirage gameplay is still scheduled for E3 2023. Went on to say there could have been an update on the Ubisoft store backend, but at the moment, no one working on the projects that I've spoken to is aware of such a delay. And I mean, honestly, sometimes we've seen this before. There is miscommunication. At one point, I was speaking to somebody who worked at Xbox, and they were telling me, oh yeah, Starfield is basically done. They're targeting an end of 2022 launch date. So I tweeted that out. I was like, oh yeah, this is what I heard. And apparently a lot of other people had heard it too, because this was going around. And then Jason Schreier came out and was like, actually, it's not the thing. That's not what's going on. It's not done yet. It's not in polishing phase. They're still working on it. But this is something Xbox people are saying, whereas people working on the game are like, no, we got some time. So there are sometimes differences between where the team knows the game is and where the game actually, where the marketing teams and where the publishers think it is. It just depends. So it could be something like that where Ubisoft corporate is like, we're going to delay it to target the holidays. And then the team itself is like, no, we're feeling good. We can get it out earlier. Who knows? Maybe that's what's going on. But what Tom is saying is that as of right now, there is no clear information pointing towards another delay. So it looks more like this was just what the guy was saying based on things he either was inferring or speculating about or something else. Who knows? All of this to say, this video has been a roller coaster ride. I would guess that AC Mirage probably, at this point, based on what I'm seeing, still comes around maybe August, September, I think is probably fair. I would not be surprised if they just push it to the winter to target the holidays, because why not? But I guess we'll see. All told, like, this video is kind of a waste of time because everything's I mean, it's all kind of spilled out anyways. It's really not that important. But you know what? It's fun. It's fun. Hopefully you've enjoyed this roller coaster of a day with me, this video, which just never ends of little updates of like, actually, all of that's nonsense. Let's continue. So thanks for watching. For real now. Hugs and kisses. Love you. Bye. Hopefully this is the last update before we publish it. I guess we'll see. Hugs and kisses. Bye-bye.